All right, today we're going to talk about something you probably have sitting in your kitchen right now, the humble lemon. We're going to squeeze out all the surprising science behind this little guy, because trust me, there's way more to it than you think.
So, let me just ask you straight up, is this the most underrated fruit in your kitchen? I mean, we hear so much about lemon water and detoxes and all that stuff, but what's the real science? Let's peel back some of those myths and get right to the good stuff, what lemons can actually do for you.
Okay, let's start with a big, solid number. 53 milligrams. That right there, that's how much vitamin C is packed into just one peeled lemon. Now, that sounds like a lot, right? But what does that number actually mean for your day-to-day?
Well, get this. That 53 milligrams, that's almost 60% of all the vitamin C you need for the entire day. So yeah, just one lemon gets you more than halfway there. And you're going to see in a minute that vitamin C is a total rock star when it comes to the lemon's health benefits.
But wait, it's not just about the vitamin C. Nope. Lemons are also packed with fiber and these other really cool plant compounds. And it's the whole team, all these things working together that gives the lemon its power. It's a real group effort.
So how do all these things work together? Well, first up, let's talk about how lemons can act like a protective shield for your body. We're going to look at two big things, heart health and preventing anemia.
Okay, so check this out. The lemon has this kind of 1-2 punch for your heart. First, you've got that vitamin C we just talked about. Study after study shows that getting plenty of it from fruits like lemons is linked to a lower risk of heart disease and stroke. But that's not all. The fiber, especially in that white spongy part, the pith, that can also help lower some of the risk factors. Lemons also have this really surprising role in fighting something called anemia. And just so we're all on the same page, anemia is a super common condition. It's basically when your body doesn't have enough iron, usually because you're not getting enough from your diet. And this is where the lemon's real superpower comes in. It's so clever. See, lemons themselves don't have a ton of iron, but what they do is help your body absorb iron from other foods, especially plant-based ones. The iron from plants is kind of hard for our bodies to grab onto, but the vitamin C and citric acid in the lemon, they're like a key that unlocks that iron, making it way easier for your body to use. All right, now let's get into some of the more hyped-up claims you hear about lemons. We're going to talk about their power, for sure, but also the important catches when it comes to things like weight loss, kidney stones, and even cancer.
Ah, yes, the big one. You've seen this everywhere, right? Drink lemon water to lose weight. But does it actually work? Let's separate the hype from the science. Okay, so here's the theory. A whole lemon has this special fiber called pectin. When you eat it, it expands in your stomach, which can help you feel full. And yeah, that part's true. But here's the catch, the reality. Lemon juice has zero pectin, none. So just drinking lemon water isn't going to fill you up. The real benefit here comes from eating the actual fruit.
Okay, but what about kidney stones? Now, this is an area where things look pretty promising. The citric acid in lemons can actually make your urine less friendly for kidney stones to form. And some studies suggest that just a half cup of lemon juice a day could be helpful for people who tend to get them. But, and this is a really big but, we have to be careful here. The science is still pretty new. We really need more solid studies to know for sure. So for now, it's a definite may help, but it is absolutely not a will cure. Big difference. And what about cancer? This one's tricky. You can find some studies that show people who eat a lot of citrus fruits have a lower risk for some cancers. But then, you can find other studies that show no effect at all. The evidence is all over the place. So here's the bottom line. Right now, there is simply no good evidence that lemons can fight cancer in people. Period.
Okay, all of this brings us to a really, really important point. A key takeaway that kind of ties everything together. And it's this. The whole lemon matters, especially when you're talking about digestion. And here it is, plain and simple. If you want to get the amazing benefits of that fiber we've been talking about, you got to eat the pulp. If you're just drinking the juice, you're literally throwing away some of the best stuff.
So why is the pulp such a big deal? Well, that pectin fiber we keep mentioning, it's great for your gut health. It also slows down how fast your body digests sugars and starches, and the result of that, it can actually help lower your blood sugar levels. And that's a huge win for your health.
All right, so after digging through all the science, what's the final squeeze? Let's wrap this all up with a quick recap of what we know for sure. So here's the lemon lowdown. We know they're great for supporting your heart. They can help protect you against anemia. They might help with kidney stones, and they can definitely improve your digestion. But remember, you have to eat the pulp. That's the key.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. You know, lemons are such a great reminder that sometimes the best things for our health aren't some expensive, exotic superfood. They're often hiding in plain sight, right in our own kitchens. So that makes you wonder, right? What other simple foods are sitting in your kitchen right now just waiting to surprise you?